Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! Woo! 2019. Woo! 2019. Happy New Year's to you all. I know it's like we're well into the new year, but I have not had the opportunity to say Happy New Year to you guys. So this is my opportunity to say Happy New Year. I hope the year is starting out good, fresh, you're doing what you want to do, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're living life, and you're just enjoying it. So if you're new, my name is Moesoon. Welcome to my channel. I do videos on lifestyle, faith, beauty, what have you. And if you're old, you're the real one. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for your thumbs ups. I really greatly appreciate you guys, and I just hope that everything is going well for everyone. You've been here a couple of times, or this is your first video and you do enjoy this video, you enjoy what you see here, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you have subscribed but you don't know when my videos are being uploaded, you see right next to the subscription button there's a little bell. I just want you guys to hit that bell so you can be notified when I produce new videos. So I recently went back to Nigeria and I flew with Royal Air Maroc. I've never flown with them before. Usually I would fly with British Airways, Delta, Virgin Atlantic, KLM, Air France. I've even done South African Airways. That's when, they had a little partnership with Nigerian Airways when it was still in existence. And I've done Turkish. I think I mentioned that already. And last year I flew with Emirates, which was bomb. It was just like the flight was just so long, but it was a bomb airline. I really enjoyed it. And they upgraded me to first class. So I was just like living the life with Emirates. But this time around, I didn't want that long of a flight. And I was going with a group of people. And I was just like, okay. Royal Air Maroc was the cheapest because, Delta came into the play and all the airlines were just spiking up their flights. Well, Egypt and Royal Air Maroc still maintain the usual fee that we would pay around the holidays to go back home. So I flew with Royal Air Maroc. Now I'm just going to give some, pros and cons and my overall thoughts on the airline. I want to start with pros. Now the pros is that one, the flight is very affordable. I purchased my flight early in the year, so I didn't even have to pay up to like $1,200 for my flight. And two, they provided hotel and transportation accommodation for our stay in Casablanca. So the time frame for leaving from, the States, well, I'll say from New York, we left at around after 8, well, 9, because our flight was a little bit delayed. And then we got to Casablanca in the morning. So our next flight to Nigeria was in the evening time. But they provided hotel and transportation to and from the hotel. So that was really, bomb, because I've been on other flights where I had long layover and they just didn't care. You just had to figure yourself out. So I think that was really nice to provide hotel, food, transportation to you to get to the hotel and come back and still make your flight. I think that was really, really nice. The flights are not that long. That's another thing I really greatly appreciate. So from New York to Casablanca, it was roughly 6 to 7 hours, not even up to 7 hours. And then from Casablanca to Nigeria was just like 5 hours. The long layover was just that part. I think that if they were able to, really fly direct from New York to Nigeria, it'd probably be under 10 to 11 hours. But I really greatly appreciate it. I appreciated the time frame too, because that Friday, if people have to work, you can work and then come back and still meet check-in and all that stuff. One thing I also appreciate, which is another pro, was that we left early in the morning from Nigeria. So like the airport is empty, like no traffic, no congestion. Hey you, bring your bag, what is in there, all that stuff. Even if you had just a itty bitty, extra way, they just allow you to go because it's early in the morning. It's like your check is around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Your flight leaves at 6. Like it was just perfect. No hassle, no stress, no excuse me, you're on my line, you're cutting in my line. It was just great. Now, I want to mention the cons. The cons was one, the food on the airline. You know, at a certain point, they just ran out of certain dishes, so other people didn't have a choice. Like if the fish was out, you're just stuck with beef. Good thing that I was really happy that me and my friends did this is that we decided that we were just gonna cook, so we all brought a dish along with us. So we was just like happy because we ate when we wanted to eat. It was just like perfect. Number two is that if you don't have American or United Kingdom passport, they won't provide you with that hotel accommodation, even though you're entitled to it, because that's their company's policy with the purchase of a ticket, and if there's a long layover. So we had a situation where, you know, we got on the line and they were telling us no hotel accommodation, and then my friend who flew with them last year was able to say, no, we are American citizens, and they were like, oh, okay, you stay here. But if you have like an African passport or some other, you know, what majority African passports, because what do they know about other countries' passports? You had no choice but to be confined to their airport, and they didn't provide food vouchers for them, which was really saddening for me, because if I wasn't a citizen, I would be in their same boat. That's one of their cons. The staff did not speak English, so it was really difficult communicating, and you don't want to get frustrated and you're coming off as, you know, rude, but some of them were just like outlandishly just rude to certain people, not to us per se, because I generally don't like confrontation, especially when I'm traveling. I just want peace. I want to get to where I'm going, land safely, everything's intact, my baggage is there, nothing is touched. So that's my kind of thing. So is that if you're traveling in a large group, it's best for you all to stay together, because it got to a point that we traveled in a large group, but 2 people out of our group was placed in another hotel, and we were placed in a hotel far from the airport. Like it was almost an hour and a half away from the airport, and then other people were displaced so many places. So it's very important, like if you do travel in groups, make sure you're on that line for the hotel together, and you tell them that you're all together so they can put you guys in one hotel. Now, my overall review on the airline accommodation to travelers is really, really great. I wish a lot of airlines would be able to do that, you know, because we do pay so much for flights, and to just be forgotten, especially when you're providing long layovers but no accommodation to follow suit, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it's like a slap on the face a little bit. So I really do appreciate them providing that accommodation. But with that being said, I think it will also be helpful to have people that actually speak English. So if someone is lost or they're trying to find their way, someone would be able to direct them. Another thing what I wanted to mention, which was a con, and I think this is where I started counting their cons, is was from JFK. We had this particular agent at the check-in who was just right out nasty. Bought our tickets around April, May, and when we went there to check in, off the bat she was like, we're on standby, and I was like, what? Stand what? Oh, you must be kidding, because we cannot be in standby, because we bought these tickets since almost 6, 7, 8 months in advance. So why can't we be in standby? Wait for a supervisor. She was just like so brash and so rude. Like it's like we did something to her. She put us in the back of the plane. She was arguing with us about our hand luggage. Our hand luggage was so big, whereas there's other people with bigger hand luggage that came aboard, but we didn't check in our hand luggage. We carried our hand luggage. That's another thing. You have to have like those preschooler school bags. That's the type of size of hand luggage that you have to have with flying with Air Maroc. And I think a lot of airlines are cutting down on certain things. They're cutting down on certain things in terms of luggages and carry-ons, but they keep increasing their tickets, which you're not helping us. I know we need you guys to get to where we want to go, but at the same time, you have to give a little to us as well. So I had a conversation with my sister, and I was just like, for us, moving forward, if we're not going to Nigeria again anytime really soon, it would have to be a direct flight. It was just too much. Like I could have just gotten to where I needed to be had I paid just a little bit extra. So if you're looking for a cost effective, you're trying to make 2 trips in one, and you are able to get in a decent central hotel, then I would say yes, go for your Royal Air Maroc. But as for me, I just want, at this point right now, I just want to get to where I'm going. That's just the way I feel about long flights and layovers at this point. It's just like, okay, I have to go through the check-in process again. You search in the I can only do it once in one way. Like if I'm going somewhere, just check me once. I know the next time I'm being checked like this is when I'm returning back to my house. Me especially, I just gotta do direct flights. I think it's just knowing that you're on one plane. You don't have to take off your shoes so many times. So if you are looking for, you know, I would say if you've come across, you know, a layover somewhere in Turkey or in Paris, and it's very short, and you're pretty much getting to wherever you go at the same time you have a layover like Royal Air Maroc, I would say give it a chance, you know, because you do have accommodation, you have food, you have transportation. You can at least open your eyes and see the country if you're not able to explore. Because I think the hotels my friends were at last year, they had a tour guide, so you just had to pay $50 to do the tour. But the hotel we were at, you know, we were in the inner city, so we didn't have that option. I would suggest it. But if you are the type of person like me and you're trying to get to where you're going, no stress, no reboarding, no rechecking, all that lining up, taking seats, taking my overhead bin on my seat and you sitting all the way in the back kind of situation, then just do a direct flight. So this is what I wanted to share my experience on Royal Air Maroc. I hope you guys like it. Once again, if you have not done so, I'm just going to give you the opportunity to just subscribe right now. Oh, have you? Okay, great. So just subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.